Okay, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I went ahead and just printed out the slides for you guys. So I just have one for each group today. So if you guys want to go ahead and go into your groups.
Is there a structure?
No, take a few minutes and write down kind of like what leadership skills you believe that you have in yourself.
In the context of the classroom.
In the context of the classroom, or just in general too. It doesn't have to be just within the PLA program, but just kind of what do you kind of see in yourself on that, and then we're going to kind of go over that.
I guess mine is like my three, kind of the authoritarian, the people oriented, and then the situational. Because there are times that you have to be authoritarian for things to get done. Because I've noticed that in one of my other labs when I've had two other partners. And you have to like either tell them what to do, or else it's not going to happen, or you have to do it.
So just so you know, Hoboken, watch the video, is process-oriented guided inquiry learning, which is a big part of what we do in our classes. So go ahead and break up in your groups, talk about it, we'll come back together and be trying to wrap up.
I think what they're trying to get at is generally, you know, your basic chemistry classes and things like that you've done in high school. It's like you said, it's just kind of you read this book and there's all this knowledge that's already been learned and you're supposed to memorize it. In reality, I think you're supposed to take that and kind of use that to be creative and be innovative.
So yeah, you called it a crisis of passion and creativity. So what do y'all think about it? Do you agree? I mean, personally, I didn't like that.
I actually like memorizing stuff.
Yeah.
Really.
When you help the students get to like that aha moment, that's just great.
Yeah, there's this one time I was teaching this one kid about how photons excite electrons and how that's related to wavelength and frequency and how those are inversely related. And the kid was having like a lot of trouble with it, and his peers were kind of understanding it, but he was like not kind of seeing the big picture. And it took me like a couple minutes, but like eventually, like almost towards the end of my explanation, he was like, "Oh," and it just like really clicks for him. So.
Do you feel like this is an effective learning method for most students? Why do you think that?
It helps when you have to try and figure something out on your own. Like I remember things more when I actually work through it and try and figure it out on my own rather than having someone tell it to me, because I run into that problem all the time with, like, especially with my geology labs, is my TAs will show us this method of how to do something. Like, yeah, that makes sense, that's great, I got it. And then I try and go home later and do it, and I'm just like, wait, nope, I can't remember. Yeah, it's not working.
Good.
Same electron configurations just for the bonding electrons. And so we sort of.
If you think about the enthalpy, what are you thinking about for the substance? It's a very hard random question to ask. Yeah?
There are more microstates.
More microstates. You're thinking entropy. I'm thinking enthalpy. We'll get to entropy in just a second. I like thinking about entropy. Yeah, but enthalpy. The heat. Okay, so why does it require more energy to vaporize?
Because of the ion forces.
Because it has stronger intermolecular forces. It has hydrogen bonding where acetone does not. Okay? More intermolecular forces, that's going to be bigger delta H. So here's the thing I want you to keep in mind for now for the rest of the semester, because it's a very important concept.